Adele and Ava from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday, this time in our gazebo. Woo! So make sure you check out our video to see what we do.
All right, so today we have a stencil. We're going to be using our VersaMark ink. We're also going to be using our white embossing powder and our heat tool. I know the heat tool is no longer available, but a lot of people already have them, so you probably already have one. But VersaMark is still available, and so is the embossing powder white. The clear one is not available at the moment, so that's why I'm using the white, but I will be using the clear for our Throw It Together Thursday. But VersaMark, yay! And don't you see the beautiful ring that Brenda gave me for Christmas? My beautiful new holder. So sorry if that's reflecting a little bit. But what we have here is we have our stencil pack 2. This is our current stencil pack. And I have just a card, just a regular card base. We actually now have 5x7s as well. So if you didn't know that, we do have 5x7s now. But basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick apart on my stencil, which I really like this flower here. And I'm going to just take some washi tape and I'm going to washi tape the stencil down. The card itself is actually washi taped to my all-purpose mat, but I'm going to just do this so the stencil does not move otherwise. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my VersaMark and I'm going to, it's very sticky if you just saw that, I'm going to just push it down onto my stamp. So I could potentially use like a dauber or something like that, but VersaMark is super sticky, so I would literally just do what I'm doing. Going up and down, picking it up, making sure that stencil does not move. You are going to want to clean off your stencil afterwards, but we're going to do that. Move this just off to the side for now. I don't know where to put it because I've got my kitties and they're all over the place. I'm just going to washi tape that to the side of my desk. And then I'm going to pull this up. I have a tray. I use a tray. You don't need a tray, but it's always great to have. And I always do this. You could also use your anti-static pouch on this before you put anything on it, but I just wanted to get this out quick. I know I'm like using the entire thing here, but it's a full surface, so I really wanted to make sure I covered it and got everything I needed to. So we're going to tap this off. You can already see how beautiful that looks. I'm going to heat this up and come back. Now that that's done, you saw I was actually working right on my all-purpose mat, which you can do because the all-purpose mat is actually heat resistant. So, fun fact, and look how beautiful that looks. I'll show you a little bit more after. But what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to now take all of my powder and put it back so we don't waste it. If you have any kind of brush, you can always use that as well. Now I'm going to go clean off my stencil just to make sure I get that VersaMark ink off of it. And it will give this a little time to cool down. So I did go and wipe it underneath the sink, but our oh my gosh, what's it called? VersaMark, thank you. Our VersaMark is super sticky too because it is, remember, that ink, and it doesn't dry as fast because it lets you put on the embossing powder or anything like that. So I did just use some of our spritz cleaner to spray this just to make sure that it comes off a little bit better. And I'm just dabbing it out here. It's still a little sticky, but like we said in the past, stencils are totally okay to be, you know, a little bit messy because that's what stencils are. I did accidentally pull this one up, but that's okay because if I'm careful with it in the future, it'll stay down and it will still get that stencil feel of that little bird wing. But you just want to be careful when you're working with stencils like this to make sure that you don't accidentally pull them or something like that. So this is still clean and ready to use. It's a little sticky, but that's okay. Like I said, stencils are supposed to be used and all that jazz. So it will not harm your stamp at all. All right, so that is how we use our VersaMark ink with a stencil. Isn't that really cool? You can really see that, but I want to show you it even more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull in our Distress Oxides. Woohoo! I'm gonna, man, I just really love the Mermaid Lagoon. But with this, I don't know. I'm gonna do the Abandoned Coral, because why not? All right, Abandoned Coral, here we go. All right, so we're just gonna do this with one color. I'm gonna grab out my mini ink blending tool and my foam on here. Remember, we always keep them in baggies just to keep them. And I should grab a paper towel because I need the paper towel to hold it while I use the Distress Oxide, but also you're gonna see what happens when we emboss and then use our Distress Oxides. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I love doing this so much. How amazing is that? And then, ready? Let me just take a little bit of this to hold while I use the rest to swipe. Just trying to get as least inky as possible. And how amazing is that? So that is just simply using our embossing powder, our heat tool, and our stencil with VersaMark. And just showing you that you can use a stencil to kind of use the reverse effect of using Distress Oxides and things like that. So you can kind of get the stencil to be your white or whatever color you're working on, your blank space, and you can have the color on the outside. Another thing is, if you have some intricate stencils that you don't have VersaMark, you can also use our embossing pens to color within the stencil, and kind of if you just wanted like the outline of the flower, you can use like an embossing pen and get that stuff. But that's our Technique Tuesday, using our VersaMark with our stencils.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But isn't this so cute? We love Smudge. Our next weekend is still available. We have October this time. Like we've said the last few weeks, March is now sold out. So if you would like to be added to a wait list, you are more than welcome to join it. But October is up and running, and you would want to sign up very soon because we are going to start selling out for that as well very soon. So, all right, we'll see you all next Tuesday. Or no, Thursday. We'll see you on Thursday. Okay, bye.
Bye.
This is very hot. What you looking at me for, girlie? What you looking at? You want to see this? You're such a funny little creature. You sniffing my stencil now? No, don't bite it. No, it's got ink on it. Are you so curious by my light and everything? You were literally sitting. If I rolled back, I'd roll right over you. I know that you're my little protector. Blair has become like my little protector. Wherever I go, she just sits at my feet and like watches me.
That's it.
What about the end? Yeah, we'll do the end close up.
Whoa, careful, slippy, slippy. Pull it off my head. No.
All right, let's go. Let's roll. I'm still running, going right.